Hey everyone, welcome back to going through my lipstick collection. We've looked through my reds, and then I had intended to go on to my pinks and into my purples. I had pulled all my favorite pinks, I was super excited, and then I started looking them up online and realized 75 to 80% of them were completely discontinued, and in some cases, even the formula was totally discontinued, and a couple were pretty recent because I looked them up when I was looking at my red series and they were there. So I had to regroup. I didn't want to show you all a bunch of discontinued shades and formulas that you can no longer get. So I decided I was going to look at my nude lipsticks. The first two brands that we're looking at today are Makeup by Mario and MAC. I have a couple favorites in these two lines, and then we'll go on to some other brands over the next few weeks. So first and foremost, I have a cool undertone. I have a lot of pink in my skin, and obviously I am very fair. I prefer a pale pinky nude with a neutral or cool undertone. I fully understand if you do not have the same preferences as me, these probably will not work for you. So I have 3 from Makeup by Mario, I have 3 from MAC. So we're gonna start with Makeup by Mario. I have 1 from the matte lips and 2 from the satin lips. The one from the matte lips is called Erin. This one is a cool pinky nude. It looks a little bit warm on camera, but it is much cooler when it is applied to the lips. I layer it with Charlotte Tilbury's Iconic Nude. And now onto the satin. I do think of the two formulas, I prefer the satin formula for the nudes. I prefer the matte formula for reds, pinks, purples. And that kind of is just how I go with my lipstick preferences. So first one is South Shore. This is probably my favorite one from Makeup by Mario. This is, at least to me, the coolest of the 3. This one is a cooler pinky nude. Again, I pair it with Charlotte Tilbury's Iconic Nude Lip Liner. And then I also have Midtown. Midtown is the first one that I purchased from this line, and I think I should have gotten South Shore first because I tried this one. It's a little warmer, and I just didn't love it. I honestly think when I was looking at pictures online, I confused Midtown and South Shore, and I meant to get South Shore and I picked up Midtown. But obviously, I corrected that error by getting the other one. The matte formula from Makeup by Mario will last all day, especially with a lip liner. The satin formula, you're getting 3-4 hours. As soon as you eat or drink, you're probably going to want to reapply, which is why I prefer to have this formula in nude shades, very easy to layer. And as I said, I layer all 3 of those with Charlotte Tilbury's Iconic Nude. And now to MAC, because we all know MAC are my absolute favorite lipsticks. 2 of these are in the satin formula, and 1 of them is in the luster glass formula. So the first one should come as no shock to anyone. This one is Modesty. You all have seen and heard me talk about Modesty before. Modesty to me is a true nude. MAC does describe it as a pink nude. I get much more of a true nude out of this, again, especially paired with Tilbury's Iconic Nude, or NYX's Global Citizen Lip Liner will make it even a little bit brownier, if you want it slightly more brown tone versus pink toned. The second one, this is Blankety. This is a classic MAC shade. This one is considered a cool, pale, pinky nude. I agree. I have it on today. I have it layered with Tilbury's Iconic Nude, which, if you haven't guessed so far, is my favorite true nude lip liner to pair with any nude. I love Pillow Talk. I love Pillow Talk Fair. I tend to pair those with more pinks or roses. And now my last favorite from MAC, this one is the Luster Glass formula. This is Thanks It's MAC. This is the warmest of all of the nudes that are in this lineup and that I actually probably own. This one is much more warm, peachy toned. The Luster Glass formula is a very soft, sheer, glossy formula, and that is why I can get away with having a warmer shade. I pair that with MAC lip liner in Boldly Bare, and I love it with a peachy or yellow eye and a little bit of bronzer in the summertime. So these are just the ones I have tried and I love for my skin tone. I have found any nude from MAC, or so far any of these nudes from Makeup by Mario, are a beautiful formula, great wear time, and look spectacular when paired with the correct lip liner on the lips. So head to a MAC store, head into Sephora, find the right nudes for your skin tone, but any of these formulas, I guarantee you will find a shade in these formulas that you will love because they have pretty decent shade ranges, and especially in the case of MAC, they're always expanding, they are always adding more. At the beginning of this year, MAC did bring out even more nude shades. I have not gotten my hands on any of those yet because I haven't been buying a lot of makeup, but as soon as I go back to buying makeup, those are almost all at the top of my list. So I will probably film another favorite MAC nudes in a few months and we will see what has updated. So if you have any favorite nude lipsticks, especially from MAC or Makeup by Mario that I should be trying, please drop them in the comments and I'll add them to my shopping list.